and gentlemen, our guest is in the building. Stephen Broderick Harvey.
Legend.
Comedian, television host, producer, radio personality, actor, author, ally to 3.5 billion sisters, father of 7.
Dripping with it.
Drip.
All right. He's nasty.
Passionate about Africa. 6-time Daytime Emmy Award winner, 2-time Marconi Award winner, 14-time NAACP Image Award winner in various categories. Ladies and gentlemen, he does not work hard. He is hard work.
Come on, boy.
Please make some noise for Steve Harvey.
Oh, Fresh, you better bring me out. Oh, Fresh. Well, you brought me out like I bring people out.
The champ is here.
Hey, best introduction since I've been on the continent.
Yes.
Best one. How y'all doing, man?
We're good, Uncle Steve. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, man, let me tell y'all something. Y'all talented, man. Y'all, that segment y'all did with them kids, we're going to talk. I'm going to show you something.
Are we turning Kid Vice into a TV show?
Yeah, man.
All right.
And it's going to be the Uncle Fresh Talks to Kids show. Yeah, man.
All right.
My Uncle Fresh, for real. I mean, bro.
Put me on, Coach.
No, that's what you do. You monetize. I'm going to take your radio show and I'm going to make that a TV show. Howard Stern did it. I did it for 2 years in the States till I just got tired of a camera on me all the time.
Hell yeah.
So I took my radio show off TV because I just got tired of being on camera all day. I didn't get no rest. Yeah, I'm going to do all this with you, man.
Now, you're on a whirlwind trip to South Africa.
Yeah.
It's media this, media that.
Yeah.
What haven't you been asked that you wish we'd ask you?
That's a hard one, Fresh, cause I don't know, man. I've been asked everything, man. That's nothing I really don't wish anybody would ask me. I'm open to answer anything, you know. I'm protective of my family.
Yes, sir.
That's the only thing I forewarn people. You know, if you talk about my wife and my kids, I got to do something to you. that's a fair. It's fair. Ain't it?
Fair trade.
Yeah.
In fact, if I may, though, because this month is Women's Month in South Africa, and I often lament the fact that a lot of women are shadows of the little girls they were. Because society says little girls don't do this, little girls do that, women don't do this or don't behave in a certain way. How have you raised the now women that are your daughters?
Well, here's the deal. First of all, there is no limit to what you can do.
Yeah.
You being a female has nothing to do with it. Now, there are double standards.
Absolutely.
My father used to tell my sisters, you can't do what I do and still be a lady. Now, that's true. But in the world of business and economics, there are no double standards. You have to come to work.
Yeah.
And you have the right, like my daughter. One of my daughters runs my event business, her and her husband. But it's my daughter that's really the star of that show.
Sure.
One of my daughters runs my clothing business. She is the star of that show. And my daughters are really, man, go-getters. And I teach them. Here's the deal. You go to work, you make a man respect you. Men can be taught how to treat you. Women don't have to accept bad treatment because you can train a man. It's very easy. If you don't accept...
You can train any dog.
Hello. Say it again, Uncle Fresh. Uncle Fresh, I was trying not to go there, but Uncle Fresh said it. You can train any dog. All you have to do is not accept the treatment that he's dishing out.
Absolutely.
Once you stop it, he can't continue it. It's simple. We do what you allow us to do. If you let us talk to you crazy, we talk to you crazy.
It feels very personal because I feel like this answer is given to me because he's looking at me the whole time. I'm like, I don't let them talk to me crazy.
See that, you having that church moment. You know how the pastor be saying something, you think he talking to you?
Absolutely.
You sort of slink down in your seat a little bit. Oh, yeah. Dog, pastor, come on now.
Pros and cons of family business. Your daughters work for you. What are the pros and cons of that?
My daughters are spoiled.
Yeah.
I give them whatever they want. If my daughters come to me and need anything, I give it to them. I don't know how to say no to them. I don't say no to my wife. I've spoiled them rotten, man. That's the con of it because, Daddy. And once they say daddy, I'm done.
It's over.
Yeah. I do it to,
Resistance crumbles.
Yeah, I got 3 sons.
Yeah.
don't give a damn what they ask me, whatever.
I was just about to try myself.
No. The answer is no. Dad, I'm trying to figure it out. Dad, can we talk? I'm tired. My daughters say, Dad, can we talk? I stop whatever I'm doing.
It's like, Dad, I killed someone.
You know.
Do you need help burying them?
Yeah. But my daughters, man, they're very detailed.
Yeah.
Women, I find, as a whole, are more detail-oriented than men.
Sure.
We see things more in broad strokes, bigger stripes, the big picture. We're good at big picture and vision. But if you want to carry out the vision, if you don't have women around you, probably not going to happen.
Yeah, if you're on nuance, if you're on attention to detail.
Oh, man. Yeah. The beauty, like my father raised me this way. It's my job to buy the house.
Yeah.
It's her job to make it a home.
Absolutely.
You can have a house and it not be a home at all. You need that touch that women have. Women have a special touch, man. Literally and figuratively. Either way, that touch is nice.
Hashtag, this is a family show. Hashtag, Fresh on 947. Yeah. We're hanging out with Uncle Steve Harvey. More from him after the news at 4.
Oh my God, I'm going crazy right now. People are looking at me like...
My man, that's the statement I like. We ain't here for music. We have content.
Absolutely.
Compelling content. Everybody got this song you play.
Content is king, bro.
Boy, come on, Fresh.
Hell yeah.
Boy, you finna make me cry. Uncle Fresh, you finna make me cry, man.
Hell yeah.
Boy, you broke her heart. You said cut it at 2 minutes. She said... I had 5 seconds of summer.
Yes, sir.
On Celebrity Family Feud in the States. Yeah, had no idea who they were.
They're very popular. I love it.
Let me tell you something. When they walked out, them girls in that audience lost their rabbit mind.
Of course.
Yeah.
Me, the black dude, just standing there looking at them.
If you want to see people lose their minds, try get BTS on the show.
BTS.
You won't even know what's happening.
I have no idea what it is.
No, y'all beating me.
Uncle Steve, I've got a caller on the line.
Okay.
But I need to give you a bit of context.
Okay.
The caller on the line is my journalism lecturer from 22 years ago.
Wow.
And the reason I'm allowing him to speak to you because I owe him a favor. Let me tell you the favor I owe him. I used to bunk all his lectures and still get 90%. So he hates me for that. But also, the work you do has inspired a lot of the work that he does. So please say hi to Rams Mabote. Rams, how you doing?
Hello, Tato, and hello, Uncle Steve.
Are you still upset that I used to bunk your lectures and still pass?
No, actually, you're embarrassing because I couldn't believe this guy passed so well and he didn't come to my lectures. You're such an embarrassment.
Well, Rams, can I tell you something? I wouldn't have passed none of your classes. So congratulations to Fresh. I couldn't bank nothing. I was the worst student ever.
And look at you now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure, Uncle Steve, because I have learned so much from you.
Really?
So I tell you, I followed your work and what you do with Measuring the Foundation and the mentorship you do for young people. And from that, I found that my own mentorship, which I've been running for 5 years, you were the inspiration.
Wow, man. You know, I'm floored. I'm really humbled, man, by the reception I've gotten here in Africa because I just really didn't know. I didn't know. People quote stuff. People know my story. One kid was telling me, "You raised us. We were raised on you on television."
Yep.
I didn't know. You know,
Yep.
you just don't know. You know, you work and you don't know the harvest. You don't know the souls you sowing out there, man. It's been this 2 days of press has really opened my eyes to how this continent feels about me, and I'm overflowing, man. My family is touched. My daughter was crying the other day. She said, "Dad, I can't believe how they treat us here."
Yeah.
Your reputation, the work you've done over the years has opened up doors for us. You know, the Bible says that your gift will make room for you.
Yeah.
And that's what it's done for me. I mean, this gift God gave me. And I mean, look, man, I'm on the Fresh show. I'm on the hottest show in South Africa. You know, I'm talking to Rams over here. You know, my boy walked in. I don't know how you know my boy.
Oh, Dr. Mz. I'll tell you about Dr. Mz in a sec. But Rams, before we let you go, what does your foundation do? How do we get involved?
Well, we do mentorship for teenage boys, and really we go out and try and do what Uncle Steve has been doing to say boys have been troubled and young people have been troubled all over, mostly because we, the people who are responsible in society, are not there, are not role modeling, are not training them, are not preparing them to become the great human beings they need to be. And that's what we do. We go to schools, we take boys to camps, we try to make them better citizens of tomorrow. Through Future Kings. That's the program called Future Kings.
Yeah, I like it.
Is there a website we can check out, Rams?
Yes. It's www.futurekings.org.za.
Rams, thank you so much for calling. And for the 5 lectures I did attend, you were brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ram.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you so much. Stay strong.
Thank you, Ram. Why is mentorship so important to you, Uncle Steve?
Because if a boy... I mentor a lot of boys who are from single homes, headed up by women. For a woman to raise a boy, it's a daunting challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, how hard can it be? Because you're not a man.
Yeah.
You can turn him into a good citizen, a good student, God-fearing, courteous, lovable, a law-abiding citizen. You can do all that, but you can't make him a man.
Yeah.
A boy without a role model is like an explorer without a map.
Absolutely.
How do you get there? And so it's important that we turn this around. And look, man, having daughters, I was just sick and tired of them boys coming to the house. And I ain't see nobody I was going to let them have. Yeah. And so, you know, I decided, I said, man, I got to do something to change the direction of these young men around here because they talking to women crazy. You know, we got music in the States, you know, even though you play a lot of pop here, music in the States, hip-hop had turned. It has a lot of great things in it, but it has some aspects of it that I don't care for. We are the only race of people that degrade our women in our music. That should not be.
And think it's cool.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
We can't do that, man. We got to stop calling women out their name. That's not who they are. Those are our queens.
Sure.
They should be treated like queens. And you got to change the mindset of young boys because a lot of young boys in the States are being raised by videos.
Sure.
And Instagram. And that ain't it. Manhood ain't how big of a chain you got, how many rims you got on your car. Some little girl in the background shaking with no clothes on in a video. Hold up, man. That's not his girls. They pay them girls. They create an illusion sometimes for our young men that that's what manhood is. That ain't it, man.
That's not cred.
Brother, real men go to work every day.
Sure.
Real men go to church. Real men raise their kids. Real men obey the law. Real men take care of all their children and women. That's what real men do. Anything else, that's bull crap. It's not real. That's what real men do. And we got to teach it. That's all.
Hashtag we're hanging out with a real man. Hashtag Steve Harvey is in the building. When we come back, he's going to give you advice, Mansui.
I've got a very big question. I think Steve has been known to be an ally for women. So when we get back, I've got a very big question
for you.
And then we're going to play a game. Can you out Steve at Steve's? How well do you know your Steves?
That sounds crazy.
Please give us a call right now if you think you can out Steve at Steve's.
Send Fresh a WhatsApp voice. The 947 Comedy Shot. I'm laughing already.
Oh, y'all, I was over there. This is the stupidest mess I ever did in my life. Went on a safari. 8-day safari. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about. We walking along on a path. Bushes smacking your ass all in the face. You can't see. And the truck that was with us was on the other side of the trees driving alongside us. Okay, now what's wrong with this picture? Then they gonna wake everybody up in the middle of the night, teach everybody how to use the restroom in the jungle. I'm not in no woods. Put your arm under your knee. Hey, I'm not pulling my pants down out here. All my stuff just hanging out. 8 days, kept it to myself. Just walking on the trail slow. Ass just tight. Then it come talking about, if you have to urinate, you are to stop along the side of the trail, urinate on the bushes or urinate on the tree and catch up with the rest of us. You ain't leaving me. I'm pissing and walking at the same time.
The 947 Comedy Shot.
Laugh all the way home
with Fresh on 947. Hashtag Fresh on 947.
Weekdays 3 to 7 p.m.
947 loves you.
Coming up, Manto has a really big question.
What did you expect?
Well, see, radio changes over the years. I've been in radio.
The number's wrong. They said 946.
The person on my show that does your job is this dude named Cat Dog.
Hello.
And we battle a lot. You know.
I'll send it over to you. Yeah.
No, yes, I'll do that. Thank you.
Are you free?
You be so frustrated on my show. You be so frustrated. Man, I cut a song off because like they want in Morning Drive, they want a minimum of 4 songs an hour. They would love to get 5 to 6.
We have the same problem. We struggle to play 5 or 6 songs.
That's right.
And they want us to play 5 or 6 songs. In fact, they want us to play 8 songs.
But see, that's crazy because, and I had a big fallout until I went on and just bought my own show.
Yeah.
So I don't care what you say.
Stand by. You want to play the game first? And then we'll carry on with the
My
chat.
question's
They
like,
know. They think it's music.
It's fancy, right?
It's not music. It's content. It's people.
Pause.
They watch the show. They listen to the show for y'all.
Keeping you company on your way home with the music of Bazi, Mine on 947. It's 25 minutes after 4. We're hanging out with Uncle Steve Harvey. We're about to play a game. Can you out Steve at Steve's?
That's such a ridiculous game. Wow.
Please welcome, is it Zune? Zune. How you doing, Zune? Zune, how you doing? Have we lost Zune?
Zane, are you there?
Could we please find someone else? While we get another contestant, you had a question for Uncle Steve.
I had a big question for Uncle Steve. So I went on a date, Uncle Steve, about 2.5 weeks ago, and you're known to be an ally for women. Guys might call you a snitch for this one. But we spoke about...
I don't sleep with men, so what do I care?
We can give you ish.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What I care.
They can give him stick, it's fine.
Care how men feel about me, though. Go ahead.
But this date went really, really well.
Okay.
We even spoke on the date about the possibility of a second date. Nothing's been said so far from his side about the second date. He was supposed to initiate the conversation. I'm not sure if I'm just left hanging because even the conversation's gone a bit dry on the phone.
He's not into you.
Must I just let this one go?
Yeah. Listen to me. When a man wants you, there's nothing you can do about it. You've had a lot of men in this lifetime who you've not been interested in, but they wanted you. You couldn't beat them off with a stick.
True.
When a man wants you, well, how you gonna stop us? We'll sit outside your house in the bushes. We'll cross the street on the rooftop with a scope on you. What are you talking about?
I'm dead.
You had a nice date.
Yeah.
That was what you had. You talked about a second date, but he ain't bought it up. Go on about your... I'm looking at you. You fine. What's the problem?
Thank you.
Go on about his business. Let him go. He just said it. Look, when we want you...
You'll know.
You have to get a restraining order. Man, please. You have to get a restraining order.
When we want you, we'll tell you nice shower curtains, and we haven't been in the house.
man, we something else because we are hunters.
Yeah.
We are born hunters. That's what we do. And until we find the one, we continue the hunt.
But what about playing hard to get, though? Isn't that also a thing, you know?
Well, I mean, for a woman, it's like this. You got to hold on to what you have and make us earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you passing it out like it's chewing gum, what do you do when you get tired of chewing gum? You spit it out. So what you have, you can't pass it out like it's chewing gum. You got to treat it like the gold mine that it is. So let me put it to you this way, since we're on a family show. Ladies, you're sitting on a gold mine.
Pun unavoidable.
All you got to do is act like it. You just got to act like it.
Absolutely.
We dig for gold. We drill for oil. We dive for pearls. We, the most precious gifts in the world, we dive for, we drill for, we dig for. Oil, diamonds, pearls. Men will go to the bottom of the ocean for a pearl, dig miles in the ground and hope they get oil and might not get none. So this precious thing that you have, God made all his precious jewels hard to get to. So this thing that you all women have, that's why he put it where he put it, in the most difficult place to get to. Because you're sitting on a gold mine.
I just want to put it out there that it wasn't personal to me. It was just advice for all women. I'm not chewing gum.
Right.
No, it was a little personal because now look, the guy was kind of cool.
Yeah, he was really
and you had
cool.
a nice conversation and you thought it was going somewhere. That happens a lot. That's natural. But guess what? It's better to know now than to mess around and start developing feelings.
True.
And then he ghosts on you. What you got there?
I mean, I've been through that.
You know,
so
best. I like to get rid of the losses early. I like to cut my losses early.
Hashtag Fresh on 947. We're hanging out with Steve Harvey. We're about to play Can You Out Steve at Steve's. Hi, Buikanyo. Thank you for holding.
Yeah, what's up, man?
We're good. We have Uncle Steve in the building. You ready to play?
You ain't going to win. I can tell by your voice. Yeah, ain't no way in the world.
Uncle Steve, man. I'm going to be Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve, I'm ready for you. Are you ready for me, man?
Hey, dog, your voice, ain't no way in the world you can whoop me. No. You sound like something wrong with you. This dude on the phone, you had a better chance with that girl you had that got disconnected. But this dude right here, hey, man, let me ask you something. How old are you?
I'm 32. I think.
Oh, yeah, you ain't going to whoop me.
Let's play Can You Out Steve at Steve's. Which Steve is this?
It's like, I've got to have bodyguards, minders, police escorts, the
I know who that is.
limousine convoys and disguise
Steve
and stuff, mate.
Steve Irwin is correct.
Crocodile. That's my dude from Australia. I had him on my show in the United States.
You did, yes.
Several times. We were friends. It broke my heart when he died.
Sure.
I know his wife, his kids. That's Steve Irwin. Did you know that one, homie?
All right.
I told you ain't going to win. Hey, partner, you ain't going to win. Game over for you. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you guess this one first.
Which Steve is this?
BK.
Yes.
Oh, well. Sounds like Trevor somewhere, Trevor Noah,
Steve, what Steve is that?
Trevor Noah. How y'all let him on your show?
Hold on. Yo, Fred, you can't just expose me like that, man.
Uncle Steve, do you know what Steve that was?
That's Steven Seagal. You don't even know.
No, Steven Seagal kicking ass.
It's a fight scene, homie.
You're bringing up Trevor Noah was very strange. So what the game's about is that we've got different Steves, and you need to tell us which Steve we're playing.
I told y'all.
Trevor Noah's middle name is Steve.
Oh, come on. Who knows that? You and his mom?
I told y'all something was wrong with him.
Okay, we're going to play our last Steve. Which Steve is this?
We follow procedures. We could go to the same shop and buy my hair, but the price will not be the same.
Which Steve is that?
Okay, come on, hey boy, come on, take a guess. Which one is it?
Which Steve was that, Uncle Steve?
That's Steve Michael, bro. That's Steve Michael.
What?
Hey, my dude.
Steve Michael.
Uncle Steve, which Steve was that?
That don't sound like Tyler to you? That don't sound like. No, you know, what's the dude with the African name?
It's the local Steve. It's the local Steve.
Oh, your boy.
Yeah.
I can't say these names. I just got here.
But I'm glad that you know it's an African guy.
Yeah, I know that, but it's like a Koham. I can't say his name. Kohalamele. Steve
Ask what you're doing to me.
For effort, we're going to give you a point. Oh, Steve Compella.
Steve Compella.
Oh, yeah, I can't say that. Hey, man, let me ask you a question. What do you do for a living, dude?
I'm an IT specialist, man.
You're what?
IT specialist.
Oh, you work at the phone store? You know how they dress their title up. I'm an IT specialist. You work at the phone store, dog.
No, don't do it.
You go in the back and get headsets.
We can you. Bye-bye, my guy. Thanks for playing with us.
It's terrible.
I love you, man.
Family Feud South Africa. Let's quickly talk about that before we let you go.
The Family Feud South Africa.
Yes, sir.
I cut a deal and I bought the rights to do Family Feud globally.
Get out of here.
Nice.
So I bought it and I want to do it in Africa. I'm doing it in Joburg. I'm hosting the show.
Sure.
It's going to be African families against African families. If you're not from Africa, you can't be on the show. I'm going to host it. Instead of it being 30 minutes, it's going to be 1 hour.
Nice.
Love it.
You can win money and a car. And it's going to be the Family Feud, the American version, except I want to do it in Africa with African families. And I want to host it. Instead of it being 30 minutes, it'll be 1 hour. And it's going to be crazy. I move here. I'm bringing some of my family members. We're going to be living here starting in October. We haven't found a place yet. My wife is going to find a house with this rich lady back here.
What are you looking for? What kind of house are you looking for? Maybe we can help you look.
No, my wife. See, plus these rands is throwing me off. These rands has got these numbers. I urinated on myself when I heard this one. This one house was 55 million rand. And I'm thinking U.S. dollars, and I'm going, hey, the other house ain't that nice. It's nice, but 55 million rand. And so I got my calculator out, and I found out that, it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Before I let you go, so my little sister lives in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Or Atlanta, if you will.
Atlanta.
So I visit her every year.
Wow.
And about 2 years ago, let me slow down.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as too much exposure.
Yeah.
Don't ever let nobody fool you about that. Nike, you see a Nike swoosh everywhere you go. They ain't trying to stop selling shoes. You see the Nike swoosh in China, it's in Africa, it's in Israel, it's in Asia. Yeah. They ain't trying to stop selling shoes. Matter of fact, they making more shoes. You can't get overexposed. There are way more people who don't know you than do. Let me tell you something. If you get a platinum album and you sell 1 million copies, guess what? It's 7 billion people on Earth. That means 6,999,000,000 people don't even know you. You cannot be overexposed.
Perspective is everything.
It's what the man makes you think.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting overexposed. They say that so
you have
they
too
can
many
control
gigs. You
you.
have too many gigs.
I ain't got too many gigs because I want to get paid.
Absolutely.
Now, tell me who got too much money. I don't. But so that's what I'm in it for. So don't, hey, Fresh, listen to me.
Yes, sir.
There's no such thing as overexposed, ever.
7 billion people.
Nike's still making shoes.
And they still haven't reached everyone on the planet.
You got some Nikes? Do you have any Nikes?
I do.
You got some Nikes? You got some?
Yeah.
You sound like Oprah. Are we supposed to look at our seats?
Yeah, I'm like.
Do you have cars as well? That'd be good.
You get a car. You get a car.
Yeah, American.
And Oprah messed it up for everybody. Everybody with a talk show. Oprah gave away that car. I said, what the hell are you doing?
I remember it. It wasn't.
She gave away cars to everybody.
I thought it was just Americans, to be honest. I thought it was all of you guys.
I gave everybody, I took an audience to Vegas one time.
Yeah.
But I didn't go with them.
Uncle Steve, we are told we are out of time.
I'll sit around with you. Don't worry about it.
Your minders say it's time to move on to the next one.
Let me look at my son.
Is it? Is he playing FIFA?
Where is your son?
No, my son tell me what to do, and my lawyer. Hey, let me tell you something. You see how comfortable that lawyer look? When you see him laying back with his arms folded,
chilling.
That's who I listen to. These nice ladies that own that company. I just met her. She's in business with me. She's helping me bring the show, Blue Rapid.
She hired me as a judge for South Africa's Got Talent. So you're working with the right people. You're in great company here.
Oh, she lobbied for me to do extra time on this show.
For real?
She's such a huge fan of yours.
Oh.
She came to me and said, if you could come early, so I came soon as I could. And then you walked in the room and I saw your picture on the wall, and then it's on the flash screen, so it went away. And I thought I was having a stroke. Because I said, I could have sworn I just saw his face somewhere. And then it went off the screen, and I went, Jesus, I'm not feeling well.
That's exactly why we covered the big screen here, so we don't give you
and
a
then
stroke.
Fresh ain't no little dude now. Oh, if you run up in the Fresh, you got your hands full, homie. So listen to me. If you're listening to the radio and Fresh done said something you don't like, just get over it. Because if you run up on Fresh, it looks like a handful to me. Yes! Because Fresh look like he got the potential to get funky. Yeah. Fresh ain't always fresh. Sometimes Fresh get funky. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, Uncle Steve, I'd love to.
Hey, man, what is
longer.
the tattoo on your arm?
Oh, these are my kids.
Oh, that's slick, man.
Yeah. I don't have 7, I only have 5, but I'll catch up.
Yeah, I ain't got no room on my arm for my kids, so I got 7 of them. I'll be sitting up in here with no shirt on, trying to put my family on me. Yeah.
Uncle Steve, thank you so much for the time.
Man, I had a good time.
Thanks for the inspiration. Thanks for being the man you are, man. You inspire a lot of kids.
God is good to me. God changed me, man.
What did you pray for this morning when you woke up?
I asked God, like the Lord's Prayer,
Yeah.
my favorite line is, give us this day our daily bread.
Sure.
Because we are built to deal with life in 24-hour increments. We are not designed to think and worry about tomorrow. You can think about it and plan, but you're not supposed to worry.
Sure.
So the Lord's Prayer is real. I don't want to get thrown in the ocean. You know, swimming ain't my thing. I don't. You know, I'm in the ocean. Panic gonna set in. I have enough swimming skills to get back up on whatever it is I fell off of.
Yes, sir.
I damn sure ain't diving there. So I have what you call get back skills. I got enough swimming to get back on what I fell off of. But that's it.
And just enough energy to whoop the ass of whoever.
Soon as I get on board. Everybody that didn't dive in the water to get me, as soon as I get this water out my lungs, you getting your ass whooped.
You're
I
next.
promise you that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Steve Harvey is about to leave the building. This is 947.
Alexa, play 947.
Yes. Say what?
In a very first for
We'll do it at the end of the spot. Because Uncle Steve needs to leave. Your pitch, please. Okay, cool. You want to do a quick pick? Quick. You want to take a quick picture before you jump out? Where do you want us?
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, 2 minutes. Very quickly, guys.
Jan, jump in? Oh, okay.
No, we'll do 2-1.
No, let
Level have
let Level have hers.
Okay,
Okay, jump in.
2 years from now, you're not here anymore.
A big job.
What, 6 years now?
Yeah, I got a home, man.
You're the last one. Yeah, you're the last one. Thanks, man.
Hey, I'm going to go touch with you, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I got an idea.
Thank Thank you very much.
Thanks, Uncle Ben.
Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Had a good time.
If you love Joburg,
947 loves you.